Hey, what's up guys? MGH here. Welcome back to another episode of the Wolves Career Mode. Starting off today in the FA Cup quarter-final, we have Leeds. We just played them in the league and absolutely destroyed them. Can we do the same again in the FA Cup? We've also got a lot of games coming up, a lot of big games in the Premier League. Chelsea, Stoke, Swansea, Crystal Palace, Spurs, Leicester. But like I said, straight into the FA Cup fixture. Now this one, it's a little bit different to the Premier League because I haven't gone with my full strength side. It looks like Leeds have gone with a strong side, so they're going to be going for it. They will want revenge after being slapped up when we played them in the Premier League just last game. They've gone with Vieira in midfield. I'm a big fan of him. Quaison on the left, Janssen in defence, very decent. And a very good goalkeeper in Wiedwald. We've really struggled to score before the last game. Let's just make that straight. You know, in the first season, Leeds beat us twice out of 2 times, I believe. So we've only just turned it around. Here is my squad. Actually, I think I've got it wrong. It is my strongest squad. I think I rested a lot of players for the next game. Actually, I'm trying to remember how I played this. I played all of these games in one go a couple of days ago, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But it's the FA Cup. Now, although it's not an absolute must that I win it, it would be nice. I mean, I'm not going to win the Premier League. We're kind of on the edge of the top 8, top 7 at the moment. So this is pretty much our only chance at getting some silverware. So winning the FA Cup would be absolutely fantastic. A lovely through ball there for Costa. Passes it across for Bernard, and it's 1-0 within 25 minutes. Are we on course to beat them again so hard like we did in the Premier League, which was an incredible game for us? But actually, defensively, I really let myself down on a few occasions in this game. I just give away an easy chance there. And if you look closely, it is not far off from the Leeds player there. It is just wide of the post. And now into the second half, we steal the ball just in their own half. Costa with it now. Passes it through for Bernard. Lovely first touch. And I'm going to go for a little dinky chip shot. And it comes off the post, off the line as well. So unlucky for that to not hit the back of the net, just kind of roll in. That would have been a beautiful finish, a lovely chip shot. I don't really chip it too often in this game, and when I do, it seems to be pretty good this year. So maybe I should try it some more. We get unlucky here. We do get another goal, but it is ruled offside, ruled out for offside, I should say. And you can see in the replay, it is off. Yeah, he's a bit offside there. Let's just say that. It didn't look like it when I was actually playing, but definitely the right decision. Of course, the game cannot be wrong. And we get another chance here. Jota hitting it over the bar. Still 1-0 at this point, even though we were really dominating and looking like we were going to score a lot of goals. Another save there by Wiedwald. Another shot by Costa, which is saved. But that is going to be the end of the game. We progress through, guys. And we are going to be going into the next FA Cup round, the semi-finals. We get some good growth here with Sancho, up now to 72 rated. Foden almost 75, which is really good. A lot of the young English players doing well. But unfortunately, we get our worst injury yet. Our best player, our highest rated player, De Vrij, is going to be out for 2 months. It's not good news. He's out for the rest of the season. And that means, you know, if we do get into the FA Cup final, he's going to miss that. He's going to miss these big games like this one here against Chelsea. It's a real shame to lose such a good player. But luckily, we do have Iorfa who can step in. And as we know, he is an absolute monster in defence. Arguably plays better than De Vrij anyway because of his pace. That's just unfortunate, really. It's the way FIFA is. But now going into the game against Chelsea, very strong squad. They do have Gareth Bale up front. Kante is in midfield, and they've got a really strong defence as well. Hazard, of course, a real danger, but paired up with Bale, oh my God, I was in for a treat, wasn't I? They get away with that one. We do, I mean. Then we go up the other end. Bernard pulls a save out of Courtois. Very good save. Into Morata here. I mean, look, as I've watched that again, it is quite simple, guys. No one is stopping this. I mean, if I slid in and maybe just got a little touch on it, sure. But the way the shot went through my defence there and the way the keeper got absolutely nowhere near it, it is just one of those beautiful shots that it just goes in the back of the net and you just have to say, wow, well done, great shot. Oh, and to make things better, slide in late there with Ndika. It's a poor challenge. I'm going to be honest, though. I didn't think it was that bad. And then, yeah, the referee seemed to think it was. He thought it was a terrible challenge. Morata's not happy either. So we've had to change up the team there, going with a 3-5-1. I know it looks a little bit odd, but that way it still feels like a proper formation, even though you're missing a player. I do recommend doing that if you ever go down to 10 men. So Hazard steps up to take the penalty. Is he going to score it? He's gone for a lovely little chip, but he looks like an idiot right now as I guess the right direction. And look at this, straight away after that. I didn't realise how much time I had. Why did I hit it first time? I don't know. That was a chance to equalise, even though they have one man more than us. It was a little bit of a shame that I didn't take my time there, but that's just what happens sometimes. And now here is Gareth Bale down this left side. His old position, of course, at Tottenham. And look away. Just this. Oh, jeez, that is embarrassing. That really is absolutely woeful defending from me. And Kante, just in the middle of the 6-yard box there, completely unmarked. A round of applause there. Great defending, Matt. And they almost make it 3 there. Poor possession from us as well. I was really struggling. You know, when you're one man down, it can't really be much worse. Well, actually, you could always go down to 9 men. I mean, why not? Let's challenge ourselves. Let's go ahead and get another red card. Now, this one I was a little bit upset by because I did not mean to slide tackle. This was an attempted cross. I still had the ball at my feet when I pressed it, and the game thought I wanted to slide in. What can I do? And I'm sorry, but it wasn't even a red. It was not that bad of a challenge. And to make things even worse, they do make it 3-0. So, you know, as if the game wasn't already over, it definitely is now. And we got on one last break there, but the referee had enough. So a 3-0 loss to Chelsea, 2 red cards, and an injury as well in the game before. It's not going quite well, but luckily we made it through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and we can go into our next game here against Stoke. A slightly easier team. Of course, we've had to make a few changes to the squad. Cody came in for this one, Cavallero, Foden, Brereton, and of course Brereton has not featured for quite a while. He picked up a nasty injury. This is his first start back, and have a look at this. Lovely little roll inside, turns back, and a lovely finish as well. I think it was Zuma I was running up against there. Completely dummied him. He looked like he was lost. I don't know what he was thinking there. Simple finish, and Brereton back on the score sheet on his first return. Very nice indeed. Now Foden gets tackled there, comes out to Brereton, out to Neves. We're going to try and just lob it into the top right corner. Butland makes a very good save. It was not comfortable, that. He's had to make sure he doesn't step behind the line with the ball. And then Stoke with some Barcelona-esque passing. Stoke-Alona, who remembers that stream? That was great fun. I might have to do that again at some point on my Twitch channel. If you want to watch me play games live, make sure you follow me on Twitch, guys. The link is down below. You can follow me on Twitter as well. Might as well plug them both at the same time. But anyway, into the second half here, still with the 1-0 advantage. A great save by Butland, but the chance created and the Brereton volley, I don't think it was a volley, it was a half volley, but it was just such a lovely turn. And he does go through on goal here, but unfortunately, at the time I didn't know what had happened. I thought maybe it was offside, but it was actually a foul. Not so sure about that. Brereton may not be the strongest player, but he did use his body quite a lot there. And, you know, even though it was a 1-0 win, it was a very good performance. We were back to winning ways. That was all that mattered. And now we can go into the game against Swansea and hopefully continue that good performance and get another win after the shocking loss at Chelsea. But we didn't get off to a great start here. I made a challenge, which I thought was enough to win the ball, but they get it back. Ayew passes it across here to De Jong, over to Fair, and he just hooks it into the top right corner. We're 1-0 down already. It's not really the start you want, is it? 12 minutes into a game, away from home at Swansea. They've got a very nice side. I know they've struggled in the Premier League a little bit, but on paper and in FIFA, I think they've got a very, very good squad. And they actually almost made it 2-0 after 25 minutes here. A lovely cross in, which gets blocked out, and then another deflection out for a corner. You know, they could have easily got through, and this play right here says it all, really. I just could not string passes together. 1-0 down going into the second half. Swansea starting strong there. Lato with the clearance. Actually picks up an injury, unfortunately. Yes, that's right. Another injury. But Bernard is on the run here. He's so small. He's so difficult to tackle. He's still going here. Going for a powerful shot across goal. Just driven, but it just wasn't on target. Had this been on target, that would have been a fantastic solo effort. But as you can see there, a couple of feet wide. Now, Swansea were looking to kill off the game. They were trying to hit me on the counter, but instead at this point, I was hitting them on the counter. They were committing quite a few players forward. Andre Silva over here to Costa, and check this out for a cross. Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. This game was horrible. It really was. I struggled so much in this match. Lato picked up that injury, and I decided to see if he would run it off. Unfortunately, he doesn't. You know, we're in the 90th minute and we still have the injury. And we go ahead and lose another game. And to make things worse, the injury is not good. It's a hyperextended knee. Lato is going to be out for 3 weeks, although it could be a lot worse. So I'll take it. It's just, it's all happening in one go. We're losing games and we're losing players, suspensions, injuries, whatever it may be. And it's all happening in one go, which is a little bit stressful to say the least, considering we are nearing the end of the second season here. We need to push for that top 6 if possible. Imagine if we could get into the Europa League. But anyway, we're going to try and beat Crystal Palace now. We are at home. We get off to a great start there with Ayoub. Somehow it doesn't end up in the back of the net. I don't know how. Iorfa, who was playing at centre-back, pushing forward. Lovely through ball for Brereton, and he's on the score sheet again. Recently, Andre Silva's been doing great. He's been scoring a lot of goals. And now that Brereton is back and he's scoring a lot of goals, that always gives me a little bit of hope. But Crystal Palace have a very decent side going forward. And they do get back in the game. But hang on. Let's just have a look at this again. You saw in the last episode some fishy things were going on. Did you see that pass? Let's just have a look at this again. I mean, next-gen passing here on FIFA 18, guys. Look at this. How does he do it? I don't think even Messi could do that. Unbelievable skills there from Crystal Palace to get themselves back in the game. I'm sorry, I know it's just an animation, but it's not realistic, man. This is career mode, okay? It's got to be at least realistic with the animations and stuff. They almost score another. Poor defending. Really, really poor defending. But at this point, I just thought, this isn't going my way as well, is it? This game's going to end up in another loss. Rodrigo with a turn shot there, which was just wide. Really was struggling to get that second goal. And again, Crystal Palace through on goal. Rodrigo was an absolute nightmare. Iorfa had no stamina left. Crosses it in. Easy catch. Or easy save, I should say. Throws it out right to Navarro. Into Benteke. And look at the run being made in the box. It's just too easy. Where was my defence? And now, 2-1 down against Crystal Palace. We could be losing a third game in 4 games. It's not good enough. It's really poor form. And I will miss out on the top 6 at this rate. However, Ayoub, he gets me back in. 2-2. What a drive. This goal was beautiful. I actually was very excited when this went in because I was worried I was going to lose another game and have to show you how diabolical I am at this game sometimes. But we do make it 2-2 and then we get a chance to make it 3-2 in the dying seconds. And the referee ends it. I mean, come on. I know he won the ball and everything, but imagine if we got through on goal and then he blew the whistle before we could get a shot away. Anyway, our next game is against Tottenham. They are in 4th place. We are down in 9th, but we do have a game in hand which would take us up to 6th place if we should win. So, really do want to be winning that game against Tottenham. It's going to be a difficult one, but hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. And there isn't many games left, just 7 matches left of the season. Can we really push for that top 6? You will find out very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like and make sure you subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode very soon.